We went over the rules in the dressing room. I expect a good, clean fight. I want good sportsmanlike conduct. Understood? Here? Understand here? Okay. Remember, guys, I'm fair, but I'm firm. Touch him up.
Two southpaws. Judah, who was raised as a black Jew and tends to throw tantrums before and after fights. Corley, who is trying to support 14 children, 7 of them his own, and shops at Victoria's Secret for himself. You can't make it up.
Two southpaws, and some would say that both have natural counterpuncher tendencies, so the question is who's going to lead. Corley answered that question at our pre-fight meeting yesterday when he said if somebody's going to attack, it'll be me. I think I'm a bigger puncher than Zab. Judah, of course, would say exactly the opposite.
Both these guys shave their eyebrows. That's not a good idea. Why? Always a chance of a scratch and a cut opening above those eyebrows. You want to keep razors away from your face and eyes, especially if you're boxing.
Is that a boxing style or an inner city style? What is it, George?
Well, it's just a style, I suppose. Hollywood style.
Good, Chop. Nice and relaxed, smooth. There you go. Stay low, stay low.
Zab Judah seems to be concentrating more. He's been able to get some shots to the body and get away from the bigger shots. Stands in the pocket when he chooses.
During undercard bouts, it took fans about 30 or 45 seconds to begin booing if they didn't have big action in the first minute. We've got an unusual Vegas crowd here at the Orleans because ticket prices are so much cheaper than for most of the big fights we brought you from larger casinos here. So there are a lot of fans who are getting a rare chance to see title prize fights, and they wanted to see big action. But they're being kind to Judah and Corley, who are fighting a tactical first round.
Even for a southpaw is difficult to fight, believe me.
Well, and of course, both these guys would say, oh, I do better against other southpaws because they're just mirrors of me. But you've pointed out, George, it's still the same thing. You're fighting somebody who looks different than your normal opponent.
Yeah, and then in the gym, seldom you see a southpaw ready to spar with you round after round.
Judah was able to drive Corley back toward the ropes with an overhand left. One of the better punches of the round so far. Corley reaching with a left, short with both of them. Judah jabs him to the body to move him back. Little right hand up close by Corley.
Judah bobs and weaves and gets a little closer afterwards, and you got to be careful when a guy gets closer after he misses him. He's trying to get in a big shot.
Using his defense to set up his offense. Judah with a huge left-hand swing at the end of the first round. Grazed Corley, didn't really catch it.
Man, you know what? That was a good round. But you got to double on your jab. He's trying to counter with his left hand, right? So throw a little short hook with that, okay? Relax a little more, but I want you to relax with good pace. You hear me? Always touch him. Touch him to the body, touch him to the shoulders. Break his rhythm, all right? Take a deep breath. That was a good one.
Then you go down. Behind the triple. Behind the triple, then go right down the pipe. Right down the pipe. Okay? No. Hey! Hey! He gonna reach. Oh, stay put me, okay? He gonna reach and do what you got. No, so you get to the line, you gonna go.
Some wild swings, just grazed or barely grazed the chin of Judah. Judah is a much more stable fighter than he used to be. He's not using his legs much, not dancing around a lot, staying close to his opponent.
What he's doing, and you really can't see, Larry, he moves his right foot to the left and to the right of his opponent, which is footwork indeed, but it does not a lot of bounce to it. Very smart with it.
CompuBox numbers in one. Judah landing 16 out of 51. Corley 7 out of 44. And of Judah's 51 attempted punches, 48 of them were jabs.
Body. Right hand up.
Kind of a who's who of fighters in the house tonight. Evander Holyfield's here. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is here. Bernard Hopkins is here. Haven't seen whether Judah's good friend Mike Tyson's in the house. There are a lot of fighters on hand to watch what's going on. Chris Bird, of course, is here. I don't think he ever misses a prize fight.
Keep over that jab, Jab. Keep that jab going. Right, just like that.
You can clearly hear Zab Judah's dad, Yoel, in the background, telling Zab to keep the jab going and occasionally telling him to stay low. Corley again trying to wing some shots upstairs, and Judah gets a chance to counter with the left hand and lands it. Now Judah in a more offensive position as he lowers his hands and begins to attack a little bit.
Use your jab, Chop. Use your jab.
None of that started to shake Corley at all. He came right back, got right back on his balance. The instinct of a guy when he starts clowning like that is to clown back with him. He didn't do it.
Corley threw a left to the body, missed with the right hand upstairs.
Corley is smart.
Keep touching the body. Keep touching the body. Keep touching. Turn it over top. Good.
Left hand to the body by Corley, and now he goes back upstairs and starting to get closer to landing one of those shots. Uppercut misses for Judah. Corley bangs to the body 1, 2, 3 times.
Short. 12.
Thing about a good barber and weaver, once you get against the ropes, you don't have any place to go then but get hit somewhere, especially in the body. And Judah's making that mistake.
Corley ripping Judah to the body again. Right hand shot there. And the uppercut attempted by Judah, blocked by Corley. Good defensive stuff on the inside by DeMarcus Corley. And another right hand to the body. Misses with the left upstairs.
This is the test of conditioning now. If Corley can keep him up against the rope, hitting him every now and then, he can do good.
Corley's trainer Bernard Roach telling DeMarcus to stay to the body. That's where he's been effective here. Another combination for Corley punctuates the round. Much better round for DeMarcus Corley in the second.
You gotta give me the beginner one. You got a wild swing in there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen. That's a good left hand. Listen to me. You gotta keep them hands up inside. He's trying to pot shot. He's trying to get you right in one shot. That's why you're swinging all wild. You keep them hands right here. Roll inside. You know what I'm saying? You're okay. You're okay. They might got about 1-1. But you gotta keep doing this all day. Short off, feint. Keep that hand right here. Because he's gonna throw that hook. Catch him. Let him go. Right. So when you hit this, you like that left hand right there. Should have break right back on.
Working the double jab good. Keep this with you. All right? All right? And then every now and then you got to do this. Instead of power, change your hand speed up. And don't overshoot yourself. Change your hand speed up and give me about a 1-2, 1-2. Short. Wop, right from your shoulders, okay? Okay?
CompuBox numbers reversed a little bit in round 2. This time it's Corley who threw more and landed more in the second round. And 34 of Corley's 56 attempted punches were power shots. He landed 12. Corley's right hand to the body was really the weapon that he got going in the second round.
The thing about Corley is he's so confident you can't shake him. You make him miss, gets right back in front of you.
Judah landed a reaching left hand.
And what you do is try to shake those guys, make them do something that they ordinarily don't do so you can hit them. And Judah hasn't done that yet. He can lose his confidence by taking those punches on the ropes.
DeMarcus Corley has had the nickname Chop Chop ever since he was an 11-year-old amateur. One day he went out to eat during an amateur competition and came back weighing 10 pounds more than the weight at which he had left. And his coach at the time said, "I want you to chop your food up, and I'll call you Chop Chop."
Looks like there's some blood from the nose of Chop Chop.
He does him like that.
Good left hand by Judah as Corley was trying to duck away from the right.
Textbook boxing. Jab, 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 right hand. Then you come back with the hook, clean it up, and you get the knockdown. That didn't happen yet, but if he does.
Corley landed a little left across the top, missed with the right cross, or the right hook, I should say, following up. Corley jabbing to the body again. Chop, chop.
When Judah does the feigning, he's trying to get his hand out from in front of him. And if he does, as you feint him, he drops his hand a little bit and you get your shot. Corley is not doing it.
And more the profile which DeMarcus Corley predicted has emerged, which is Corley leads, tries to establish the action, and Judah plays off of him and counters. That may ultimately work to Judah's advantage. He seems more comfortable in his role.
Judah's even jabbing to the chest now. That's where you really get some progress, when you jab the guy to his chest.
Now Corley starts throwing left hands upstairs and lands the second two after missing the first. Not big shots, just getting a little leather on him. Suddenly Judah becomes the leader and hits Corley with a left hand and then a huge left cross.
He's down, he's hurt.
That's a legitimate knockdown. A full-on legit knockdown after the big left cross landed by Zab Judah. Best punch of the fight.
Corley acknowledging it.
Corley had his wits about him after going down. So Judah not able to do further damage in the remaining 10 seconds.
Look, this is what you got to do. You're kind of waiting, man. You understand what I'm saying? Stop waiting. Put your hands together. Put them together. You hear me?
Get back a little bit. Let me get
all right? Keep your left hand up. Throw your shots a little short.
All right. He's going to put the hands down again. You fake the left. Bring the hook this time. Fake it. You looking for that left hand now. Fake it. Let's come back the hook. Fake it. 1, 2, 3. Roll. Right back with your hand.
Late in the round. Until this point, we were getting more schlock and bore than shock and awe. But that punch followed by another big, clean left hook.
Corley kind of walked into the second one. He was making the point that the first one hadn't hurt him.
And the first one had hurt him, too.
And he had the presence to pull Judah down as he went down. When he fought Judah got so excited about landing a big punch that he walked into a punch. Let's see if he shows a little bit more discipline here.
Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim, 2 rounds to 1, 29-27, Zab Judah. Jim, I got to tell you something. You know, in that third round, I got a funny feeling that was an awfully long round. I thought I heard the 10-second warning at the point where Zab Judah knocked him down. So that means when Corley got up, the bell should have rang. Be as it may, you got to give Zab an extra point for knocking a guy off his feet. Zab won the first round. I like the hand speed of Zab Judah so far. Very quick hands, good punching.
And the word from the truck where they have stopwatches is, you're right, Harold. The round was about 10 or 15 seconds longer than expected.
I have the fight 1-1-1. I thought neither fighter did enough to win the first round.
Bottom line is the fight at this moment boils down to Judah knocked Corley down in the third round with a big left hand.
He was able to bring all of that together with those jab, 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 right hand. And he's got to go right back to what got him there. Don't jump off and start feinting with hooks. Go back to 2 or 3 jabs, and that right hand is left hand is waiting for you all night. If Judah can understand that. There it is. Don't get wild. Just set it up. If you can do it all night, be confident. Evidently, Corley's got a problem with 2 jabs. There's the footwork with Judah.
So the official tally now from the truck is that the third round was 19 seconds longer than normal. And now my question would be, for the truck, if the round ends on time, is that before the knockdown? We'll find out the answer to that one as we go along here in round 4.
Yeah, officially it wouldn't matter. But
of course it wouldn't matter, but
unofficially we want to know.
Yeah, academically it's an interesting question.
Oh, stop! Stop!
Judah's got to understand it didn't happen with one punch. Set it up with the double and triple jabs. I think even his corners kind of misunderstood that.
Corley chasing Judah into the corner, but not able to land any punches.
Judah has shown almost too much self-discipline in that round, not trying to really test Corley again.
He's doing that weight back. What I want you to do is take his body. Leave his head alone. He's moving the top piece pretty good. Put your shots together, all right? Double up on the jab. Don't be lazy with it. You got to change your rhythm. You're keeping the same pace. Bop, 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 bop. Change it. Pop, pop, pop. Explode. And then change and go back so he won't catch your rhythm. Whenever he try to shoot his double jab, you got to break it with your jab. You can't go straight back. You understand? You ready? Come on, man. Come on. Come on, we train hard. You hear me?
Roll. Come on, bang! You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna see the roll. That's why I pump 3, 4 jabs. Then let it go, then hook, then roll. All right? Keep testing with that jab. Stay relaxed.
And incidentally, the academic answer is that the knockdown happened before the 3-minute mark. So the overextension of the round has nothing to do with the fact that Judah was able to knock Corley down. He did that within the originally anticipated 3 minutes of the frame.
Harold Letterman is chomping at the bit to give us more information. Go ahead, Harold.
Now, you know, look,
let me step on our foot, all right? Watch that. Let's go.
like I've always said, you can't be saved by the bell, okay, in any round. Now, DeMarcus, we heard the 10-second warning. DeMarcus Corley went down. Let's say he's down for 8 seconds, for example. At the time he gets up, when a referee cleans off his gloves and it's time to box, that's when the bell should ring. So the bell should have rung at about 3 minutes and 5 seconds. They don't ring the bell at exactly 3 minutes when a guy's on the floor. They ring the bell when he gets up and he's ready to fight. In other words, when the referee cleans off his gloves and determines that he's able to continue, that's when they should have rung the bell.
Thank you, Harold.
Let him out clean.
One of the stories of the fight through the first 4 rounds, Judah landing his jab with much greater frequency. Judah 41 out of 162 jabs, Corley only 18 out of 113. So Zab has been the master of the space between them, and that helps to account for his edge in the bout.
Zab Judah turns almost ordinary when he stops using that little jab. Waiting for something to happen as he get hit himself. Once he starts working that jab, put a distance between the talent as far as I'm concerned. Keep that jab going. Corley just can't deal with the jab.
Particularly when Judah, as you pointed out, George, particularly when Judah doubles up on the jab. That's when Corley seems not to know what's coming next.
That's the problem. Some guys are like that. You can jab them once, they can deal with it. But 2 or 3 jabs, they just throw everything they've done in training off.
And like a lot of fighters, Judah will change speeds on the jab. Sometimes just sort of laying it out there like that. And sometimes he'll flick it a lot faster. Corley takes another left hand upstairs. Judah steps in with a right upstairs and a right to the body. Judah hooking and now hits Corley with a big left flush on the chin. And Corley momentarily holds on as all the action is Zab Judah. Faster hands, quicker release, commanding along the ropes.
Judah is very good, but he still has to lead with his jab to start something off. But this guy is going to get him as well. Corley's
best round was the second when he focused almost entirely on Judah's body. He has not had any effective body punching since that time. And upstairs, Zab Judah is simply quicker.
Nothing, baby, nothing. Listen, man, you having fun? Have fun? Good, have fun, boy, have fun. Listen, relax. You got him, he's a bitch. Yo, listen, anything you do, he's gonna react to. You know what I'm saying? Walk in there, do your thing, go in there, everything you do, he's gonna react to now. All right?
You ain't shoot none of them, but you gotta stay down when you shoot. You understand? You understand? Don't give this fight away, man. Don't give it away.
You gotta break his rhythm.
Come on.
That's what you gotta
Come
do.
on. You letting him get in the rhythm. Break his rhythm.
Judah is in control of this fight with his hand speed. An occasional left hook breaking through. That one stunned Corley momentarily. Just haven't seen enough chop from Chop.
Round 5, one-sided. Judah 21 out of 47, 45% connects, including 13 out of 34 jabs. DeMarcus Corley only 6 out of 46. So Corley needs some new strategies. Needs to try something different because the rhythm of the fight hasn't changed much since the 3rd round, and it's all Zab Judah.
One thing about good boxers, they're so confident with their boxing ability, they will allow a guy after they knock them down to get back into the fight. Because they let them hang around.
Well, you saw the atmosphere in Judah's corner where his dad was singing to him, baby, baby, baby. Obviously, they feel as though they're so in control of the fight that Zab can just have fun out there. Zab with a little grin on his face as he doubles up on the jab again.
We will not hurt the other guy. He will decide, look, I may as well hurt you. You're not doing anything to me. And I think that Corley can do this. He can get out there if he really wants and get a big shot.
Unfortunately, he's not a big hitter.
All right, bring out clean, Let's go.
He thinks he's a bigger hitter than Zab Judah, or at least everything he has said leading up to the fight would indicate that. That may be a misperception.
Only by him.
Yeah.
Once you put on those gloves, guy sticks his chin out there, you can become a big hitter. Just hit the target.
Judah bouncing.
This is becoming a sparring session.
That was that little left overhand.
And that's Corley making it possible, or rather Judah making it possible for Corley to hit him by dancing and clowning with his hands around his waist.
Sometimes when you knock a guy down and you get out there and spend a lot of energy, you don't have anything else in you but what Judah is doing. You're trying to pace yourself now to make certain that you can go to 12 rounds.
Sometimes when you think the fight is easy, you get a sudden rude awakening. But Zab Judah seems convinced that this presents no problems. And Corley steps forward and hits him in the face with a left hand.
Can't play in boxing. Oh, Judah said, yes, you can. There was the double jab, and something happened.
Does Zab Judah think this is psychological warfare? Does he think it's entertaining? Is he bored with the fight and he feels he has to do something? What, George?
All of the above.
I think he's trying to embarrass Corley. Part of the fun for him.
Listen. Great. It's too easy. But so, listen, man, listen to me. Keep your hands up and work this kid. You understand me? I want him out of there. You know what I'm saying? You keep letting him go. He ready. This is all you got to do. Pop. That 4, 5 seconds go. He gonna run. Cut him out. Get him out. Play with him, man. Let's go, man. You ain't nothing. You got nothing in front of you. He looking, listen. All he got to do is get lucky. He's trying to get lucky. That's all he's trying to do. He got nothing. You got to work these babies. Keep working.
Instead of throwing power, change it to speed. Okay? Every now and then, keep in mind, it's still a good 1-2. Good 1-2, right down the pipe. You understand? Let's go, man. Let's go. Championship. Come on.
Round 7 begins. Harold, how do you have it through 6?
You know, Chip, that was the best imitation of Roy Jones Jr. I ever saw in my life. Zeb Jr. in the 6th round leads in and starts shaking his shoulders, just like Roy Jones Jr. used to do. But I tell you something, he didn't do any punching. I thought Corley outpunched him in round 6. So 58, 55, 4 rounds to 2. Zeb Judah. I thought Corley won round 2. Give him round 6 because at least he threw some punches, and the rest to Zeb. Give Zeb an extra point in round 3 for the knockdown.
Break out clean, step back,
So you can get a great Harold Letterman review for the Roy Jones imitation, but it doesn't necessarily win you the round. Instructive. Instructive.
Good hook by Corley.
Needs to go back to the body. That's where he did the damage in the 2nd round. That's how he easily won a round from Zeb Judah, and that's what he hasn't done much since that time. Judah just popping Corley with the jab.
Sometimes one southpaw is bad enough. 2 southpaws can double your misery.
You mean you don't think this is the most rousing piece of ring combat you've seen in a while, Larry?
Your words, Jim.
So you said something very interesting on the walk-in, Larry, when you said there's no way Costa Tszyu would ever again provide Zeb Judah a chance to fight him.
I don't think he would. You know, Zeb Judah would have to build up a tremendous reputation so that there would be a lot of money at stake. This kind of fight is not designed to build reputations and bring in crowds.
Zeb's style is not likely to ever galvanize the public in such a way that the money would become irresistible for Tszyu. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, and there are so many other, you know, potential opponents. Gaddy, among others.
That's where the money is.
Vivian Harris. He's going to have a rematch with Sharmba Mitchell early next year. And he's already about 33 years old.
Vivian Harris just re-entered the ring, incidentally, or re-entered the arena wearing an immaculate 3-piece cream-colored suit. I believe he may be the dressing champion of the division, or the dressing champion in street clothes, because, of course, I mean, look at the ring clothes that we're looking at in front of us.
You know, Harris, should Judah win, Harris might be an interesting fight in New York. Both of them are from Brooklyn.
Good round. Good round. Good, excellent round. Getting better. Come on. Hey, look. When you get him going back, stop letting him off. You're letting him off. Get your shots together. Come on, man. Give me a deep breath. Another. You take him to the ropes, and you know what you do? You profile. You stop. Get that body.
Dig him inside. Come up the middle. All right? What you see, my homie? All right, baby. Well, yo, we're going to take you. Don't worry about it now. You got this. Keep his hand in his face. All right? Fake, hook off, bring your leg down. Faint him out. Come on. All right? Keep that jab on him, baby. Anytime you want to get him out, you're going to.
7 rounds in the books between Zeb Judah, there on your screen, and DeMarcus Corley. Judah looking up to check his image on the Jumbotron. In the 7th round, Judah just 2 of 7 power shots, threw 43 jabs, landed 8. Corley 7 of 21 power shots.
If Corley doesn't start taking some aggressive steps soon, the perception will be that he's just fighting out the fight and will accept a defeat rather than a knockout.
Corley's waiting those left hand behind those right jabs now. Judah's better switch up a little bit.
Can't fight this way and support 14 kids.
Let him out. Get us out. Break out, clean, break out, clean. Step back, step back. All right, break out. Break out.
Judah is a very close friend of Floyd Mayweather Jr. I understand that when he came to town recently, Mayweather picked him up at the airport. And we see some of the boxing mannerisms of Mayweather, who is a more classic boxer, a better boxer really. But we see that Judah is applying some of those things, the way he avoids punches, the way he avoids combat sometimes, and sometimes the way he erupts.
Air those jabs. Can't be denied once he throws those jabs.
More accurate puncher than Corley. Quicker than Corley most of the night. Able to be first when he wants to be first. Able to counter Corley when he wants to go back and counter.
Hold the head, hold the head. Let's go, go, keep your head up. Let's go.
Corley has decided to be the counterpuncher tonight. He's waiting on Judah to do something, make a mistake so he can throw a shot.
Well, sometimes you can wait 3 weeks for that to happen.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you don't have a title anymore.
From about 15 rows back from the ring, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is standing and yelling instructions at Judah as DeMarcus Corley manages to hit Zab Judah with a right hand and drive him back into the corner. His best punch in a while. But under most circumstances, Judah would never be able to hear his friend Floyd Mayweather Jr. from that far away. You can see Mayweather standing back there. June 9 on HBO pay-per-view, Miguel Cotto risks his 147-pound title and his unbeaten record against former champ Zab Judah at New York's Madison Square Garden. June 16 on Boxing After Dark, Love Morindo puts his 140-pound title on the line against Paulie Malignaggi, fresh off a win over Edna Cherry in February. And June 23 on World Championship Boxing, British sensation Ricky Hatton defends his unbeaten record against Jose Luis Castillo in a long-awaited 140-pound title fight. And there's Floyd Mayweather Jr., as I mentioned, shouting instructions to Zab from about, 12, 15 rows away. Under normal circumstances, Zab wouldn't be able to hear him, but the entertainment value of the fight has slipped to a level where maybe Zab can hear every word Floyd is saying, or at least some of it.
And after that bad incident with the referee the last time, they put the best referee in the country, as far as I'm concerned, Joe Cortez, in the ring.
And Cortez hasn't had much to do. There hasn't been a lot of clinching, and there certainly haven't been any misbehaviors.
Judah's standing flat-footed now, looking like he wants to maybe test Corley.
Good right to the body by Corley. One, two, three jabs. Corley can do nothing other than just go back and look at Judah. Jab again.
Judah hasn't done a whole lot of body punching because that means that fight can turn at any time there's a hard punch land on his chin. You've got to go to the body when you're hit on points.
Now Corley gets a chance and pops Judah with a little shot to the top of the skull.
That was, we saw the chop after all.
Yeah, that's right.
Stop. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Don't walk back. Let's go.
He can chop, but can he make it stick?
Judah got lazy. Allowed this guy to take heart.
Let it go, clean. Come on, guys, you got getting sloppy now. You're getting sloppy. Let's go.
Even the referee is a critic here. He's telling the fighters they're getting sloppy.
Oh, he meant about throwing shots awkwardly behind the back, pushing.
Get on.
They had been pretty correct until now, holding behind the head. counter straight left by Corley can change things if he wants. Judah's right hand is down all night.
No, come on, get this outside. Let's go, no holding, let's go.
So if he just throws that left on top of it, he can get him.
What Corley hasn't done or hasn't been able to do is to step up his level of aggression to try to make it into more of a fight. Just change the tempo somehow. I can't imagine that he thinks he's going to beat Zab Judah fighting this fight at this moment. Hard right hand by Judah caught Corley. We told you it was a crowded division, the 140-pound weight class. Larry Merchant, give us a look at some of the bigger names.
Consensus of the top experts, Costa Tszyu is the champion. He'll be fighting a rematch with Sharmba Mitchell. Judah and Corley in there. Gaddy is now high on the list. Vivian Harris has cemented his position tonight. And also two new ones. Paul Spadafora, who formerly held the lightweight belt, is moving up to this division. And Ricky Hatton, a rough, tough, strong British fighter, is gaining some notice.
Stay here. You can walk. Go get him, Zach. Walk him down. In the pocket, he can't do nothing. Walk him down. Hey, a gorilla can't look a monkey in the eye.
Yoel Judah saying to Zab Judah, walk him down. Walk him down. Go after him. Even he's bored with this.
In the last 3 rounds, Zab Judah by CompuBox numbers has thrown 24 power shots, averaging 7 per round. Harold, you awake over there?
Absolutely, Jim. 87-83, 6 rounds to 3, Zab Judah. Jim, I'll tell you something. One thing that impresses me about Zab Judah, he snaps the right jab. Southpaws notoriously push the right jab. This kid's got real good snap, real good hand speed. That's clean punching. Clean punching is 90% the scoring. Zab Judah is really scoring nicely with that right jab. He works it up and down.
That's fact. Southpaws don't like to snap those jabs. They really don't.
Why is that, George?
They're always trying to make the other guy snap so they can counter him. But that is a point. Well, Zab Judah is snapping his right jab.
Also because when they fight conventional fighters, the theory...
Oh, that hurt. That hurt.
Big left hand by Corley.
Judah is still hurt. Zab Judah is hurt.
Corley doesn't seem to know it, though.
Just to finish the point, the perception is that you can't jab with a conventional fighter since both have the jab on the same side. So maybe that's why they get used to not throwing it out stiffly, because ordinarily they're fighting conventional fighters. Michael Moore had a terrific jab as a southpaw. Right, George?
Yes. He jabbed me terrifically. Never left. That was a right hook that time.
Corley has landed 2 good punches in the round, but he doesn't follow them up with more aggression.
Those punches can take their toll because Judah suffered a devastation in his career already, and you'd never forget that coming back.
Which is probably why he hasn't been more assertive tonight.
Yeah, you got to get your confidence. His dad is telling him to move in and all of that, but you got to understand, let me take my time. That's what you want to say.
Well, when you talk about devastation in Judah's career, of course, courtesy of Costa Tszyu's thunderous straight right hand, and Corley doesn't have a weapon like that.
Corley can take over this fight now. He's got some hurt in there.
Misses over the top with the left hand. Corley landing 2 solid blows in this round, his best round in a while. But Judah still pecking away.
Judah's got his mouth wide open. That's not a good sign.
Judah smiling at us as if to say, I've got this thoroughly under control. After a 1-year layoff from the ring, Zab Judah is in position to come back and score a resounding and satisfying victory over DeMarcus Corley. 2 rounds to go.
Chop.
Way too much.
You're hitting him with good shots. Look at me. Look at me. And then you're letting up. It's like, okay, I hit you. Okay, I'm sorry.
And you hit me.
Hell with that. You got to get mean and got to be steady and believe in you that you can do it. Matter of fact, your Uncle Tim is looking at this, and I'm quite sure he's dissatisfied. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. Dig down.
Listen to me.
Don't reach. Come on.
You understand me? 6 minutes, man. Do this side. Keep your hands up. Go look for the uppercut. You sit on the boom, boom, boom. Get it. Together them combinations. Take this title. Let's take it, baby. Take it. Come on, man. Come on. Let's go. We down.
All right, seconds up. Let's get it going. Let's go.
If Corley wins the last 2 rounds, he could make this a very close decision. And he does have the title.
The title that's at stake here.
Correct.
I think even going the distance for Zab Judah is a big victory, and especially if he can come on strong in these last 2 rounds.
Why would that be, George?
A year off, having suffered a knockout, a real knockout. You got to watch those films. He's seen those films. Confidence just doesn't grow on trees. Doesn't matter what your corner is telling you or what kind of training camp you've had. You're dizzy, and it lasts until you get it from under you.
Good 1-2 by Judah. And another combination there as Corley ducked in. Zab Judah going back to the accurate punching, which typified his dominance of the middle rounds, and throwing more power punches suddenly in this round. But those jabs are landing right on the button for Zab Judah and knocking Corley back and forcing him to reset his offense every time Judah pumps the jab into his face.
I think Zab Judah's corner should just let him pace himself. Just tell him get out there, get some points. Don't push him.
Let's go.
He's doing it anyway.
Back him up, Sean. You gotta back him up, baby. Back him up. Back him up, baby. Put your hands up, that's all you gotta do. Back him up.
It's in the last few seconds of these rounds that Zab Judah seems to fall prey to these hard shots. The best thing is to be a soldier, meet the guy in the middle of the ring, and so when the fight progresses, you are still in the away from the ropes.
Hold the head, let's go. Get the hands out, get your hands out.
That's what he meant about being sloppy.
Your hands are free, guys. Your hands are free. Let's go, your hands are free. Let's go.
Corley trying a big right hook inside. Partially landed it. But DeMarcus Corley has never really been able to hurt Zab Judah in the fight. And Judah did knock Corley down in the 3rd round. And that is a big key to the working margin that Judah seemingly enjoys.
Corley is so successful when he goes with that overhand left after the jab that Judah throws.
Corley missing and Judah following up with some excellent punches to the body and to the head. Zab Judah's had a very good round here in the 11th. Trying to finish strong, as George Foreman said would be an accomplishment following the 1-year layoff.
Come on, man. Come on. This is it, man. Let's go.
Like this. You see, open up, say it's all free. Open up. No, let me look this. Let me look this. No, you're right. Listen, you keep your hands, all you gotta do is keep your hands right here. Like, yeah. And keep the jab in face. Keep touching him with that jab, baby. Let's take it big, Zab. Stay on the round, baby. Look, I want the fight.
Okay, this is the last round. Touch him up. Last round, right?
Come on. Let's go. Need this one. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Everything, all of it.
Round 11, and a round that you might think DeMarcus Corley badly needed, and certainly his trainer Bernard Roach seemed to be telling him that before the round. Corley landed just 7 out of 55 total punches. Judah was 14 out of 53, seemingly widening his margin in the fight. Harold Letterman, how do you have it come to the 12?
Okay, Jim, 7 rounds to 4, 106, 102, Zeb Judah. You know, Jim, it was very interesting. I mean, Zeb Judah had this fight won. All of a sudden, in round 9, he stops fighting. I mean, he just let Corley back in the fight in rounds 9 and 10. But then, like you said, he had a big 11th round to win that. So Zeb Judah is sitting at a 4-point lead on my card based on clean punching.
I have it a little closer than that, but and it would take a knockout on my card to beat Judah, and that doesn't look like it's going to happen.
I think if Judah can just land 5 or 6 shots here, his star is back again. Back in the big time. Seems to be ahead on points, and he's still the aggressor. If only you knew what it takes to get back after being knocked out in a fight, and he was out.
He was knocked out in November of 2001, then the 6-month suspension. He finally came back June of last year against Omar Weiss of Argentina and knocked Weiss down. That was the first time that Weiss had tasted the canvas. Huge left hand by Judah there. Further command of the fight situation here in the last round. So he's coming off a long layoff. 18 months removed from that knockdown or knockout against Zhu that changed his career. And yes, a credible and useful performance for Zab Judah to reestablish himself in the division.
And I think that he's back now. All he needed was that little extra confidence.
I just think he's made a good fight, clearly winning, but he's only partially restored. He's still a young man, 25. Has a year or two to really put himself back up there if he takes care of the business.
And with Zhu getting up in years, in 2 or 3 years, there's an opening in this division, or so it would appear. Corley just never found a consistent tactical strategy, a consistent bent that would have given him a chance to change the fight. And I'm not sure that he really tried hard enough to do anything really different.
Got to give it to Zab Judah. He's smart. Boxes when he wants, brawls when he wants, backs away, footwork, leaves the complete package. You never know how these decisions are going. You never know.
Judges are Larry O'Connell of England, Ove Ovesen of Denmark, and the veteran Jerry Roth from here in Las Vegas. Seen a lot of Jerry Roth scorecards over the years. They are seldom a surprise. They usually reflect pretty much what you've seen in the fight.
Here we are with a champion, maybe behind, maybe he keeps his title. Maybe the other guy didn't do enough in a lot of the judges' eyes.
I think that last statement is right on the money, George. DeMarcus Corley goes into that 12th round. He's got to know that he's losing the fight. He throws 49 punches, lands 6. Never really leaped in and started throwing everything, brawling, just trying to change the tempo and the progress of the fight. And you got to do that at some point.
You got to do it. Even though you're a champion, you still got to fight.
And we mentioned the 3 judges for this fight. Oops, I totally screwed that up because I gave you the judges in Mayorga and Forrest instead of the judges who are scoring here. This is Chuck Jampa, Dwayne Ford, and Michael Pernick of Florida. Pernick we don't know that much about. Jampa and Ford, of course, are 2 very respected, longtime veteran judges here in Nevada. So a big surprise would be even more surprising with the panel of judges we got going here. And once again, let me just correct myself. Larry O'Connell, Ove Ovesen, and Jerry Roth. That's the second fight. The one upcoming between Mayorga and Forrest. Our judges here are Jampa, Ford, and Pernick.
The excitement here is palpable.
Jimmy Lennon Jr. is ready with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action here at the Orleans Arena, we go to the scorecards. We have a split decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Dwayne Ford scores the bout 115 to 112 in favor of DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. Judge at ringside, Chuck Joppa scores the bout 115 to 112 in favor of Zab Super Judah. Judge at ringside, Michael Pernick sees the bout 115 to 112 in favor of the winner and new champion Zab Super Judah.
So just when I tell you not to expect a big surprise from that panel of judges, you get one score in favor of DeMarcus Corley that seems to come out of the proverbial left field, but the other two judges, at least in our view, restore a form of order, and Zab Judah returns to his position as a contender in the 140-pound weight class.